Hello everyone, welcome to the course on genetics. In this video we are going to study interaction of genes. This is new chapter after completion of Mendelism. We will proceed to interaction of gene. This is the second and most important chapter. In the previous videos we have seen Mendelism with different types of crosses, different types of laws given by Mendel, terminology, etc. So let us start with this new chapter, that is interaction of gene. So what is interaction of gene? When two or more genes and their alleles affect the expression of each other in different ways while the development of single trait in an organism, it is referred to as interaction of gene, or it is known as gene interaction. So what happened here? It is most simple phenomena. When two genes or more genes and their alleles, suppose any one gene and its alleles, or two genes and their different alleles, they affect the expression of each other in different ways. There are different ways, differently they will interact with each other while the development of single trait, it is known as interaction of gene. So see, suppose this is gene A and this is gene B. These two genes, they will affect or interact with each other, or they will affect the expression of each other. So gene 1 sometimes affect the expression of B, and gene B can affect the expression of A, or alleles of gene A, they will interact with the alleles of gene B or affect the expression of gene B. So alleles of this A gene, they may affect the expression of alleles of gene B, and it is known as interaction, and it is for the purpose of the development of single trait. So this interaction may be of different types. So sometimes this allele or this gene will, or gene A will mask the expression of B, or some alleles of gene A will mask the expression of some alleles of gene B. Sometimes gene B also can mask the expression of A. So this is called as the interactions of different types. So here you can see these particular two genes, they will express only one phenotypic character, and for the expression of this phenotypic character, they will interact with each other differently. So this is called as gene interaction. So there are two types of gene interactions: intra-allelic genetic interactions and inter-allelic genetic interaction. So one by one we will discuss about that. Intra-allelic means what? When the alleles of a single gene or alleles of the same gene, when they will interact with each other, it is called as intra-allelic genetic interaction. So in last few videos on Mendelism, we discussed about this intra-allelic genetic interaction, and this particular interaction will give us the ratios like 3:1 and 9:3:3:1. So this is known as intra-allelic. Why it is called as intra-allelic? Because these are the interactions between the alleles of the same gene. So it is known as intra-allelic. Second is inter-allelic genetic interaction. Here alleles of different genes, they will interact with each other, not of same genes but of different genes. So when alleles of different genes, they are located on same chromosome or on the another chromosomes. They interact with each other for the expression of a single phenotypic trait. So this particular interaction is called as inter-allelic genetic interaction. So this particular interaction is post-Mendelian gene interaction, and it will not follow the rules of Mendel, and it will use ratios other than this 3:1, 9:3:1. So these ratios can't be found here. It will give different ratios. So this particular concept is called as inter-allelic genetic interaction. So from this it is clear that several different genes in collaboration can influence, control the expression of different character in an organism. So we can say that for the expression of one phenotype, many genes may be involved, or alleles of different genes may be involved. So this particular concept is known as interaction of genes. Now we will see two types of genes. First is epistatic gene and second is hypostatic gene. So what is meant by epistatic gene? When one gene or locus it suppress or mask the phenotypic expression of another gene at another locus, this is known as epistatic gene, or the concept is called as epistasis. So what we have to see here, if there are two genes, suppose gene A and gene B. Suppose gene A it masks the expression of gene B, then it is called as epistatic gene, or the concept is called as epistasis. So gene A it will mask, means it will express itself, but it will suppress, masks the expression of gene B. It is known as epistasis, or this particular A gene is known as epistatic gene. Now hypostatic gene, the gene or locus which gets suppressed by the epistatic gene is known as hypostatic gene. So here you can see this capital B is nothing but the hypostatic gene, because its expression is get masked by the gene A. So this is known as epistatic gene and this is known as hypostatic gene. So you can find these definitions similar to dominance and recessive. So but here is difference. Epistatic gene, it is similar to dominance. It is similar to dominance. But what is difference between epistatic or epistasis and dominance? Dominance is a character which is expressed in alleles of the single gene or the same gene. When there is only one gene and it has two alleles, one allele will be dominant and another allele will be recessive. But here epistasis means what? It has the alleles or genes, different genes, not a single gene, not a same gene. So if one allele masks the expression of another gene, it is known as epistatic gene. But here one allele of same gene, it will be mask the expression of another allele on that same gene. It is known as dominance. So this is difference between epistatic and hypostatic. Epistasis and dominance. Now we will see hypostatic gene. As we have seen, this shows the characters or similarity with recessive gene, but here concept is same. Recessive are the concept which is used for the alleles which are present on the same gene. The allele which is get masked, it is known as recessive. but here concept is another. When there are genes present on one chromosome or different chromosomes, if one gene it masks the expression of another gene, the masked gene it is known as hypostatic gene, not allele, it is a gene. So these are some differences between epistatic gene and dominance, hypostasis and recessive. So you must understand what is a epistatic gene and what is hypostatic gene. Epistatic gene is a gene which will mask the expression of another gene and expresses itself. It is known as epistatic gene. Hypostatic gene, it is the gene which is masked by epistatic gene. Here you can see example. Gene A and gene B are two genes present on different loci. Both genes are responsible for phenotypic expression of a certain character, but gene B expresses itself but masks the expression of gene A completely. So in this case, capital B acts as the epistatic gene and capital A acts as the hypostatic gene. Now there are two types of epistasis. Now we will see epistasis. What is epistasis? If one gene masks the gene which masks the expression of another gene, it is called as epistatic gene, or the concept is called as epistasis. So there are two types of epistasis. First is recessive epistasis and another is dominant epistasis. So first we will see recessive epistasis means what? When recessive allele of one gene hide or mask the effect of dominant allele of another gene, it is known as recessive epistasis. So here again we will see the example. If this is A gene, this is B gene. So it has two different alleles. For example, it contains two alleles, suppose A1 and A2. These are two alleles. Here you can see B1 and B2. So these are two genes, A gene, B gene. These are alleles of A gene, that is A1 and A2, and these are alleles of B gene, that is B1 and B2. Suppose here A1 is dominant character and A2 is recessive character. So this is recessive, this is dominant. Suppose A1 is dominant, A2 is recessive. Here B1 is dominant and B2 is recessive. Our definition says when recessive allele of one gene hide or mask the expression of dominant allele of other gene, it is known as recessive epistasis. Suppose here our A2 is the recessive allele of A. When it masks the expression of dominant allele of another gene, it is known as recessive epistasis. So see, A gene and B gene, these are two genes. It contains one dominant allele and one recessive allele. It also contains one dominant and one recessive allele. Suppose A gene is a gene of that gene, recessive allele of that gene, it will when mask the expression of dominant allele of another gene, it is known as recessive epistasis. Means recessive allele of one gene, it will mask the expression of dominant allele of another gene. Now next is dominant epistasis. If dominant allele of one gene hide or mask the effect of dominant allele of other gene, is known as dominant epistasis. So here you can see one thing. There are two genes, capital A and capital B. These are two genes. This is dominant allele, this is dominant allele of the A gene, this is recessive allele of this gene, and this is dominant allele of B gene, and this is recessive allele of B gene. When dominant allele of A gene or one gene, it will express the phenotype or the expression of the dominant allele of B gene. It is known as dominant epistasis. So here you can see this is dominant allele of A gene, this is dominant allele of B gene. When dominant allele of one gene, that is A gene, it will mask the expression of dominant allele of B gene, it is known as dominant epistasis. So these are two type of epistasis: recessive epistasis and dominant epistasis. Now there are two types of gene interaction: non-epistatic, or it is known as allelic genetic interaction, and next is epistatic non-allelic genetic interactions. So here this type of interaction does not mask any gene and gives classical ratio 3:1 and 9:3:1. So see here, if there are two genes, A gene and B gene, so in non-epistatic these two genes will interact with each other, but they will not mask expression of each other, and both genes will be expressed into the phenotype. So this particular concept is called as non-epistatic or allelic genetic interaction. Second is epistatic or non-allelic genetic interactions. In here, genes which are present on same or different chromosomes interact with each other for their expression. So the Mendelian ratio will be modified differently in this interaction. So here you can see, in epistatic or non-allelic genetic interaction, the one gene will interact with the another gene. One gene can mask the expression of another gene, or it will get expressed in another way. So this is called as epistatic or non-allelic genetic interactions. So these are some references used for this presentation. Thank you.